Wreck spelled backwards is Parker. I can get recognized. I can get wrecked. Wreck the rapper. My second channel could be WreckRap22. So, in conclusion, I can only recommend that my username is the best. In all seriousness, only one of those was actually considered when making my username, and that is my name spelled backwards. All of these things mentioned here, I just made those up on the spot because I wanted to prove that my name is the best. That is called confirmation bias. And while I really could just talk about how great I am all episode, that's just a little bit too much of a narcissist for me. So today, we are gonna build a mob farm. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, Wreck, hey, you're on episode number 57 and you don't have a mob farm? Why are you building one now? Well, it's never too late to start, right? When I first got onto Echocraft, I feel like I just went ballistic. No plans, just a guy who wanted to play Minecraft. But I may have missed out on some of the fundamentals. Oh, that hurt, actually. Okay, gotta sleep real quick. Oh my gosh, that was impressive. No, but for real, guys, I feel like a mob farm is like the backbone of any base. It's one of those things that you kind of need to kickstart everything else. Like with the bone meal, I can use that to make a whole bunch of farms. With the gunpowder, we can make our own firework rockets. We can make TNT to harvest some materials. You get XP. Maybe it's just because I've been thinking about like the next season and what I should be building, but that's like really far away. So why not just start right now? I think I picked out a spot. You can't really tell what it is. What? So if you guys don't know how this works, we're basically chaining dispensers and observers together. Once the dispenser goes off right here, the observer detects it and then powers the next dispenser. And the cool thing about this mob farm is that it totally uses the whole entire bucket. Now, normally I wouldn't think twice about where I would put this thing because, you know, it's like functionality. You just put it wherever. You can put it in the sky. But I kind of struggled for a little bit with a place to put it because it's definitely bigger than these massive towers we have here. And I want them to have all like kind of the same ratios, the same aesthetics, so it doesn't like look out of place. So I put it on the ground. Now here's what I'm thinking. It's just gonna be like one of these little ice spike tower things, except it's not gonna be little. I'm not entirely sure how many layers we're gonna add to it, but maybe if we have it somewhere around that height, yeah, that seems pretty good. Alright, I'll be the first to admit this is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. I did miss one important fact. That is that mobs don't spawn on these platforms unless it's all dark. And to make it all dark, we need a platform that comes out all the way to here. Slight miscalculation, but you know, that happens in life. You make mistakes, and we're just gonna go through with it. So now I gotta decide how exactly I want to kill them. There's a couple things we could do. We could do fall damage. That would probably be the most straightforward way. We could use magma blocks, but then the witches are gonna survive. We could funnel them into a spot and then kill them with like crushing or potions or something. But then of course we're gonna have to worry about the spiders climbing up the walls and getting in everything. Those guys, oh, just disaster. So what I'm gonna do, and I've decided this in the past 30 seconds, I'm just gonna dig a giant hole. They're gonna fall down and they're gonna die. I don't know how big we're gonna have to make this hole. This is turning out to be a lot bigger than I thought it'd be. Like, I mean, look at this. We could fit like 10 of these, and then the entire ice spike biome would be covered up. All I'm saying is I'm just gonna dig a hole. How do people deal with doing like progress videos? Because for me, I haven't done anything like this in a really long time, where I just like build a farm all episode. I built this, oh yeah, time lapse. Oh, I dug a hole, oh yeah, time lapse. I don't know, strange things to talk about, but I think what I want to do next is carve out like the edges of these walls, right? And then I want to replace them with something that looks a little bit nicer. I mean, we are in an ice spike biome, and we could make them like ice walls, or like a pattern with like smooth stone and regular stone and stuff. And what I think I might do is just not complicate it. I might just like replace it all with just like some nice stone, because I don't know what else to do in this situation. Approximately 2 seconds have passed, but wow, that took a lot longer than I thought. I got well acquainted with, oh my goodness. What was I saying? Yeah, I got well acquainted with how many blocks there are that are not stone. Like, I mean, seriously, you got diorite, andesite, granite, iron, coal, like the whole lot. And then on top of that, I had to like make this like weird design because, you know, I wanted it to look kind of cool. And now I'm wondering if it would have just been better to just dig out a giant hole and then build this wall up later. I mean, it's always kind of nice to have like those grindy projects, you know what I mean? Now though, we need water. And then we come down here and place the buckets. Maybe I'll just start putting them. Oh, that's a problem. No. Okay, we're fine. Oh my goodness, sorry, I don't know if I'm making any sense, but if we do a water source every other, it aligns so that if we're doing every other, I'm really sorry, I explained that super terribly. What I wanted to say is that if we put water around every single spot around the edge, so if we put a water here, here, and here, well then, if these two are both water sources, then this one's gonna be a water source, and then so are these, and these, and these, and you see the problem here? So the solution is to skip a block in between and go right there, so that way they're not gonna form a water source, although we're gonna have like a couple dead spots, but I don't really think that's gonna matter. There we go, I think I cleared it up. And that, I believe, was the last bucket. Does everything look all right? No. This is the point in the video where I get really scared that I messed up this entire thing. Water comes and touches the edge of this one, but not this one. All right, I'm so confused right now. So we put the water along all of the edges. I think I measured everything out properly. Gap here, no gap here, no gap there. To say the least, that's not something you want to see. I know I should have done this earlier, but we're gonna go check the measurements up from above. Oh, there's a skeleton. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, I was totally expecting one of those to be off. What the heck did I do wrong then? What? There's a 2. That bucket's in the wrong place. That bucket's in the wrong place. Okay, I may have fixed it. Okay, yeah, so now we got a gap there, gap here, and a gap here. Okay, whew, I thought I was just screwed for a sec. Next up on the agenda, I need to figure out a way to kill these guys. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe I should, like, condense them a little more. Okay, first test, here we go. Right, spawn in, come on. Oh, we got a few mobs. Oh, look at all those mobs. Okay, they're surviving. So, as you might have seen there, the mobs survived when they dropped. But I have an idea. Aha, lava. Okay, so in theory, they're gonna fall and they're gonna take a lot of fall damage, right? And then they're just gonna like burn instantly. And there's hoppers right underneath these slabs, so hopefully it picks it up. Dude, oh my gosh. They die? It looks like they're dying, most of them. Oh my gosh, you guys should have just seen the inhalation I just had. Creeper fell down from who knows where, right in front of me. I thought the comments were gone, guys. Like, a debris stream? Like, it just would have been gone. All these things, like EC by Caviar? Are you constantly on caffeine? That's hilarious. No, I've actually never like drinking any coffee, hardly ever drink soda. The reason you might think that I'm constantly on caffeine is because the parts of the video that I cut in are the parts that are like the most engaging, right? I'd like to think myself a pretty happy person, an upbeat person, but of course you act differently when you make videos. Maybe you're saying, Rec, that's kind of like not genuine. Well, I mean, think about this. You're gonna talk differently to your grandma than your friends and your parents, and you're gonna talk differently to your YouTube, what's the word? Ow. Viewers, yeah, that's the word. It's something that I've been thinking about recently, like how fast I talk and how engaged and excited I am when I speak. Oh! Are you kidding me? I was in the middle of a thought. Yeah, I've just been thinking around that sort of same lines, like how differently I act when I make videos versus not, and what I cut into the videos. You know, guys, if you never want to get mad about being blown up by a creeper again, start a YouTube channel, because it's just like, it's free content. At least that's kind of the mindset I'm in right now. Well, guys, I think we officially have some lost comments. I mean, how many did we lose there? Like 7? I'm sorry, if you're on this section of the wall, you will forever be known as the lost comments. You know, I think that's a pretty good honor, guys. You know, like, who else gets to be blown up by a creeper? You? Poultry man? Nope. Okay, where are my boots? Oh, this is not good. Where are my boots? Holy, stuff got Dude! It flew out of the entire compound. Okay, well, that was a disaster. I hope none of the ones I wrote down for this episode got blown up. Okay, nope, we're fine. I'll fix that later, trust me, guys. Might I say, last episode, you guys did great answers for why you comment. Constructive criticism, algorithm, the feel goods, interaction with creators, and this is a pretty funny. Somebody asked, or like said, I do it to interact and get to know the creator. And so I was like, okay, I'll throw a random fact out there. Fun fact, I'm missing an organ, my appendix, and they were like, oh dang. Like, no. Like, it's all good. The appendix is like a useless organ, or not very important organ. Like, I'm totally fine. I actually get sick way less often. And we got another great one. Echocraft playlist. I haven't updated that thing in months. We're on what now? Like episode 57? It's probably at like episode 30 or less. So I will eventually get around to updating the Echocraft playlist. Now, if you could all just take a moment of silence for all of the blown up comments. Take a moment for the lost comments.